I'm going to apologize in advance for the rambling in this video. Hello, do you have something to say? Oh, hello. What I'm going to talk about today is just doing like a little 2-week-ish, it's a little over 2 weeks, of my social media detox check-in and the pros and cons. And I think I'm feeling some things today because it is such a nice day outside. Like the sun is shining. It's 51 degrees. It's summer outside. It's March 1st. This is Saturday. And I was starting to feel bad for myself because I really want to go outside and I want to hang out with my friends, but my friends aren't out there. My friends are 2 hours away. And I have some friends like at least within 30 minutes, but I started missing, this happens every year when the sun comes out, just being in the same neighborhood as people and not being on social media, at least like not being on my phone and being able to check on what people are doing, like on Snapchat and everything, makes it just a lot louder that you just don't know what people are doing, which one could be good because it doesn't trigger the FOMO in you, but it also creates FOMO because you don't know what people are doing. So you make up scenarios in your head, which is this, I do this all the time. And I just imagine that everybody's hanging out without me and having a good time in the sunshine, which they probably are, but it's not against me. It's just, I'm just noticing that today. But this is something that happens every time the sun starts shining. And I actually realized today that this is why I prefer the winter months, is because I don't have to feel bad about wanting to stay inside during winter because it's cold and I have an excuse and it's validated. But when the sun starts shining and I'm inside, I'm like, I should be outside. And it makes me feel bad that I'm inside. And I can go out there and I could call people and I can do things, but it really just makes me want to go home a lot of the time. So this is something I deal with it every summer, but I feel like not being online as much is like, I'm just having weird feelings, but it's also pushing me to be more like, okay, if you want to hang out with someone, tell them and let them know. I texted one of my friends and said, hey, let's plan something because I really want to hang out with people. And normally when there's like a sunshiny day, I would like barbecue, go on a drive or something, which I'm capable of doing all of those things. But normally I would do it with like a person, my roommate or something, because that's who I was with. But now I'm just like, all right, I've got Thomas, which I love Thomas, but Thomas doesn't get to go outside. What? He's right here. You want to come here? I love Thomas, but he's the only person I talk to and he's not allowed to go outside. He's not made for the streets. And I would take him on a car ride if he liked cars. He doesn't enjoy those. That's more traumatizing. So anyways, I'm just thinking that this isn't like a pity party, but I just miss the small town life sometimes. And no, I'm going to like move back. I don't know what I would do for work if I did that, but ever since I moved, I just noticed that summer can be hard because you just want to, what are you doing? Summer can be hard because you just want to drive 5 minutes and be with all of your friends. But I can call them, I can make plans, and I can go hang out with other people, but that's like a little bit more of a journey than what it would be if I were just living down the street from somebody. So maybe I just need to make friends in my neighborhood. I haven't done that. I don't know anybody here. Anyways, just a couple of things that I wanted to, I'm really trying not to edit this. I might be doing a little bit, but I wrote down some sticky notes. This is how I'm producing my video today. Normally I do this a little bit better. Something that I realize when I'm not constantly connected online and seeing people, post their stories and stuff, you realize how disconnected you truly are from people. And it kind of highlights the people that actually check in on you and that you kind of are in constant communication with. There's only been 2 people that have called me this week, and it's my mom and my friend Gleb. So thanks, Gleb and Mom. My mom's called me a couple of times. And that's not to say like everybody just needs to call me. I haven't called anybody either. I've been tired and busy, and then I've only, texted with a couple of people. But I think it just like kind of highlights, like we think we're connected with people when we're constantly seeing what's going on in their lives, which I think is like the benefit of social media, but it's not personalized and it's not direct connection. It's just like a display for everybody to see. I don't know if that made sense, but it's something that I'm realizing. And I think that I was thinking I was connected with people as well by sharing things within my life. But it's not actually like a real connection, kind of. I don't know, maybe it is, but I am just feeling I'm feeling very isolated, but not as bad as I once was. The sun shining's not helping. I've also noticed that I seek validation from people online, and I think that I do this in so many different ways because most of the work that I do goes online. And so, like, say wedding videos, for example, if I post a video and nobody engages with it or anything, I feel like it's a terrible video, and I have to get that validation, and I don't know why. The only people who need to like validate that they like the video is the people I'm delivering it to. But for some reason that just satisfies and it validates my work. And that I feel like I was trying to get validation in that way just for anything, like Thomas is cute. I like sharing Thomas because people tell me they like him. Or just if you share a selfie or something, it's validating that people might like you, but it's not real. Like a like's a like. But I don't know. It's just all the validation that I feel like I've been seeking is online, and that's stupid. So not being on social media when I am out and about doing something and I see, like a scene or something that I normally would take a picture of, I am also thinking twice about that because I'm like, well, if nobody's going to see this, why take the picture? Because we always take pictures and we just immediately post it. So I want to do a whole video about this, about how social media is kind of stealing our creativity because we're just so instantly connected and just sharing so quickly. But I have noticed that I'm not taking as many pictures because I'm just like, well, I saw it. That's cool. I still take pictures because I do photography. It's just like I have to, but I think twice about it now. And that's something I really started thinking about when I started instant photography a little bit, thanks to Chris Erickson for giving me a camera. But it just makes you slow down because you only have 8 shots because the film's expensive. And so you really think about the picture that you're taking and the moment you're capturing. And yeah, so I think we tend to overshare. I guess I overshare a lot, but I don't really mind that. We all are guilty of just sharing the sunset and sharing a cup of coffee, which the reason I share those things is because they make me happy. So, but when I do return to social media, I don't know if I really want it on my phone. We'll see. But I'm trying to, because there's times when I still grab my phone, I take a picture, I'm like, oh, I want to share that because it's so pretty or whatever. And I'm still trying to break that habit. So I don't know if I can let myself have the apps back yet. Tom, just don't know what's happening in anyone's life, and I can check in, but the insecurity in me is like, well, you can't check in like every single day because then your people are going to think you're annoying, which maybe they won't. But like I would get my validation from seeing that somebody woke up and sent me a Snapchat to start the streak. That was like, okay, everything's normal, everything's on schedule. And I was actually talking to my therapist about this yesterday. I used Facebook Messenger and just like all the apps to just like see that people were alive. And it became a really bad habit for me because I just think that everyone's dying or they're going to die or they're already dead. And I just want to like check that they're not. And it became like a daily, well, maybe not daily thing, but at least weekly, that I would just wonder, hey, did this person get online today? Because that means they woke up, right? So I would do that, and it became a thing. And then I got off, and I even tried to like delete Messenger for a minute. I just am trying to break that habit because if somebody is dying, I'm probably going to get a phone call. So I didn't realize that I had created a trigger for myself, because if I did notice that they weren't online, I would spiral. And when I could have just texted them anyways if I was concerned. But then that goes back to me thinking that I'm annoying if I do that, which I don't think that I am. I know that I could reach out to anybody at any time, but I spiral. And I think most of my friends know, because of the things we've been through, that if someone's just checking to make sure that they're alive, it's not going to bother them. But I don't know. This has just been an interesting challenge on getting out of my spiral brain. But it kind of makes me spiral more. Anyways, it does encourage me to reach out to people directly. I still have like a small fear of doing that, like just calling people sometimes. I don't know why. Something's wrong with me. But I don't have great social skills anyways, but they've been getting better. So I'm trying to do things a lot differently. But today, with it just being such a nice day, I just want to go out there, but I don't want to get kidnapped. that either. There's a comedy show tonight that I was actually kind of interested in going to, but going by yourself, you do have your guards up with like safety reasons. And I think the main reason I'm probably not going to go is because even though it's only like $25, I did not budget for that. So, but I went out last weekend and I had a really good time, and it was just nice to be around people in the flesh. Because not being on social media is one, you feel isolated, but even if I did have social media, I'd not been around people like in just a social setting for a very long time. It's just work, gym, sleep, Thomas. That's my life. Okay. And I also just want to go in quickly. There are a lot of pros that I have noticed with this cleanse. I am less anxious. So I'm saying that I'm spiraling and stuff, but it's not nearly as much. There's nothing triggering me to do it. TikTok, I feel like you just sit and scroll, and one video is happy, one's negative, one's, I don't know, it's just all over the map. And it can trigger you. And so I feel like my anxiety has gone down a lot, and I've just been overall in a better mood. I have been down in the dumps sometimes, but that's normal. I think that would be the case with social media. My focus is so much better. Like, I can watch shows and I don't have anything to like grab. Like, I'll grab my phone and maybe look at Pinterest or my email or Substack. I do like Substack, but I can sit and watch a show and not really feel like I have to get up or do anything or multitask, because that's always been a problem in my life. And so I think social media was the cause of that. I'm reading more. I'm almost finished with a book that I just started a couple weeks ago, which is great. It's the same thing with the TV show. I can just focus better because I'm picking up the book instead of the phone. So there's that. And yeah, and as I was referencing with the not having to take pictures as often, or not feeling like that, I just feel like I don't have this sense of urgency to like be capturing everything and sharing everything all the time, which I didn't even realize that I had, because I didn't always feel like I needed to share things, but I did it so often that it was just a daily habit. Like, oh, here's this, let's share that. And here's a picture of Thomas, let's share that, which is, it's all good. I share things because I think other people will benefit from them. But yeah, it's just I just feel like everything's slowed down, which is good. But then there's days like today where I kind of had a rot day today because I was feeling burnt out, and then I started being productive and decided I wanted to make a video, and I was having a hard time planning it. Here we are. But really what I wanted to do was go hang out with my friends. And so I'm not in the position where I can drive 2 hours to go hang out with them. I don't even know if they're hanging out today. I have no idea. But I don't know. I'm just acknowledging. It's just a big fat reminder of how artificial our connections are online, and we need to focus on them in person. And I'm working on it. I feel like I'm doing a good job, but it takes a little bit more energy to go out and do things by yourself, which I'm okay with doing. It's just more work, and you have to think twice about everything you're doing. So it's a little easier when you have friends that drag you out. Thanks, Club. Shout out to Club, because he does that all the time. So hopefully I'll be planning something soon. I also feel like I can understand why people maybe go out to bars just by themselves because they want to socialize. I don't think I'll be doing that because I'm scared of kidnappers. But I get it. So I'm looking forward to the spring. I'm not looking forward to the time change, but I do want to get out more. I want to be in the sun, and I want to be around people, which is so unlike me, but I'm working on it. I just got to take initiative and do it. So anyways, happy Saturday. I think I'll just upload this. I'll try to edit a few things because I think I rambled a lot, but I'm working on a vlog right now, and that's what I was planning to post today, but it's just, I filmed it all on my phone, and so I have to like get it synced to the cloud, and then I have to download it, and so I need to just like start filming on my digital camera. I'm not going to probably carry around my GH5, but I might whip out my old Canon G7X. Is that what it was called? I thought that I gave this to a friend, but I think I took it back. Oh my gosh, I'm not even fixing the light because I'm almost done. But I just am noticing that it's a lot easier to just take an SD card and plug it right in, instead of having to download from the phone, but your phone's always with you. So I kind of want a dumb phone as well. Sayonara. Where's Thomas? Let me see if I can get him. He does not like being picked up. But I wanted to show, come on, Tom, just say hello. You a good baby? Here's Thomas. hates it. He does not like being picked up at all. Sorry, buddy. I'll put you down. Bye. You stuck? I just caused a lot of problems in his life. I am just going to include this clip of Thomas. I was trying to do yoga and he always climbs all over me when I'm doing that. So I turned on the camera. There isn't audio to it, but he like kicked my head. It was so funny. Anyways, more vlog to come. Have a nice Saturday. And yeah, overall, thumbs up to no social media, but thumbs down to FOMO, which I think would have been there anyways. So it's very eye-opening for sure.